Yo, what is up? So, I thought I would make a video just sharing my thoughts on what AMD have done, totally shooting themselves in the foot. As I said, I did do a post on this on my channel, but you know, I thought I'd do a video as well. I mean, because I'm not gonna lie, it's left a bad taste in my mouth. It really has, to be honest. Even if I think deep down that they would have supported RDNA too, but then why even come out with such an amateur statement like that? Like RDNA 2 is going to be put in maintenance mode, because as soon as people see that, they're gonna, as I said on my post, they're gonna think the worst. They're gonna feel like they've been kicked aside. And I was watching Daniel Owen's video on it, and yeah, he's right. They actually released RX 6750 Grey in 2023, and they're already suggesting that they're gonna, well, they pretty much said they was gonna put it in maintenance mode, which is pretty much saying that will not be getting FSR 4. RDNA 3 is not getting it by any time soon anyway. And then I just think, I'll be honest, I've really not been impressed with AMD in terms of how they've supported RDNA 3 or RDNA 2 with the FSR 4, because people are still waiting for it. And if I put myself in, like, say I still had the, well, I've still got it, the 7900 XTX, but say I didn't buy a 97 XT, I'd be waiting and I'd be thinking they're taking their time with it, and I shouldn't be having to mod it in. So I've not been impressed with that. And when you look at it, that Nvidia are actually, they have got the DLSS 4 for the 3000 series all the way down to the 20,000 series, and it's just not very, I mean, if AMD want to grab more market share, then they need to be at least matching Nvidia in that. And as I said, I'm very happy with the 97 XT, the FSR 4. I like it. It's actually looking very good on here. And comparing it to DLSS 4, I do actually think the grass looks a bit better on FSR 4, I've got to say. But anyway, what I'm saying is, in terms of how AMD have acted, I don't agree with that whatsoever. And I'm big for game preservation as well as hardware preservation. So, and PC gaming is all about people being able to buy these older graphics cards, doing a budget build, and the last thing people want to see is them dropping support for a graphics card that was just released in 2023, like a new model, and they're already speaking about it, coming across with the idea that they're going to put a graphics card into a maintenance mode. Is that bang out of order? So it makes me angry when I think about it, to be honest. It's very, very, it feels like they're just not really caring too much about RDNA 2 or 3 because of how long they're taking with it. And it's not something I agree with. And yeah, I mean, for me, if a generation of graphics cards can actually run FSR 4, even if it's like an inferior version, there's no reason for me why they can't do the same as Intel have even done. They've got a worse version of XeSS. So surely AMD can do it quicker than what they're doing. I mean, I know they've got Redstone, but it's taking far too long. And as for what they said, I'm not happy about it. And that's why I've said it's left a bad taste in my mouth. And I actually think, really, I mean, Nvidia, obviously they're doing it better, but none of these companies are your friends. And ideally, we need a third brand to come out, make graphics cards, because Intel ain't going to do it. They're not going to be the brand to triumph over AMD or Nvidia. I literally can see them stopping the Arc series, to be honest. So I think Intel, they're out of the game, in my opinion. I mean, that Moore's Law channel I do watch every now and then, and I actually believe him that it's just going to be the end of Arc at some point. And I think we need a third graphics card company to come in and blow both AMD and Nvidia out of the water and give them a kick up the arse, to be honest. I mean, I've been called an AMD shield in the past, very early on, when I started this channel, because obviously I was doing a lot of AMD content to start off with. But I'm a PC gamer, so if they start doing things I don't agree with AMD, then they will get it as like I've given it to Nvidia. In my opinion, I think both of them now are probably getting a bit too comfortable with consumers accepting some of the awful things they do. So I think it's good that it's come out that AMD have had some backlash. I mean, I was a bit preoccupied anyway because it was my birthday and all that. But then I've had some time to think about it today, and yeah, it's just it's not something I expect from AMD. It's not the AMD I've come to know, really, since I've joined like the PC Master race. For me, the PC Master race is about preservation. Being able to buy even these older graphics cards and you can have a good time with them. As long as they run games well, the majority of games, they should be supported. So it should be a 10-year support plan, at least in my opinion, for these graphics cards. And if you're going to sell graphics cards from a couple of years ago, get money from them, then it's your duty to support consumers if you're making money off them. So that's as far as it goes for me. I'm not going to be shifting from my opinion on that. I'm very my feelings for preservation is very strong, because I hate it when people buy something and then the company decides, oh, we're not going to support that anymore, especially when it's only been a couple of years. So if they're going to release RDNA 2 graphics cards, I mean, in 2023, the last one come out, then they need to support it. It's their duty. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.